Hi dear viewers, this is Arash Kamali with another session of the website programming course under Python programming language and the Django framework. A very warm welcome from me. In the previous session, as you may well remember, we replaced the home page that we just made called namehome.html with the home page. Let's see. And if I check out the site, I would be able to see the text that I have written inside our HTML. And here, instead of this text, we can add the settings of the different parts of our website and design different apps. What we are now going to do with the definitions that we had, that is introducing a model, and then what we can do and will do is that for the model we made a view and then we attached a URL to our view. We did these things in the model. In fact, we have done all the settings for an app. If you make a new app with a new name, different one from this, you define the model, view, and URL using the same method and you apply them. Now I check my admin with a /admin address, that is, and enter my username and password. Remember them? Yeah, admin. Alright, now the point here is that you still will not be able to see the new app. That is my main app. You still see the users and groups. Alright, now the point here, why can we see the app here? Because if we were to see the app in the ready-made admin of Django, we would need to register our app first. This option provides us with a chance so that if we have an app which contains a series of data and we want the admin that comes over here to use this ready-made admin, it would not have access to those data. We just need to register that app, then add the desired data into it, and then apply the changes. And when the admin enters, he will not see that app, but its data would be there intact. Now we want to register our app so that we can see it on the administration. To do so, we have another file in our app as default, which is called admin.py. Admin.py. By default, I have imported admin. It has imported admin library. Yep. And now here we import the model as well. Again, I use .model. As we said, when we enter dot, it means the file model is next to my admin. That's what dot means. Import now the name of my app. What is the name of my app? Main. Alright, now we have imported the model of our main app. Now we need to register it in admin using the command admin dot site dot register and the name of the app, which is main now, and save the file admin.py. And now if here, as you see, I refresh the Django's admin, alright, it gave me an error. Okay, something went wrong here. The word register should not start with a capital R, it should be a small r. We didn't realize that. We used the autocomplete, that was a different library. Register needs to be in a small r. And as you see here, I turn the server on and off again. Problem solved. And now I can refresh the admin. Yes, as you see here, my main app has been added, and now I can enter my main app and there is no data on here. I can add data if I want. My name, the first name for instance, I set it as, let's say, 1. I save it. The one that is returned, it is the result of this return function that we have set here. What did it return for us? It returned self.name. If I have other fields here, I can say return self.name. For instance, if it is a phone register, I can say return name plus the last name. Here I just need to add a plus, say plus self dot the rest of my files, but here we have no other fields, only this one is available. And by clicking on it, I am going to edit it. I add a number to it. It can be added or deleted. It asks me, are you sure? I answer yes. So the interesting thing that happened is that my app that I made automatically and by default, after I have registered it, it can be added, edited, or deleted on here. In this part, we can do all the three functions that I mentioned on it. And here it lists the last actions that I have performed. Alright, now if here I check the groups, right now I have none. If I hit add group here to define one, as you see my main app here. Alright, now if here I check the groups right now, yeah, adding it, changing it, deleting it, and seeing it, 4 permissions have been added. That is, any app that I make, these 4 permissions automatically are added to the permissions of the site. And as I mentioned before, we can give permissions to users and connect the admin to the user, or we can give permission to the user directly. For instance, the user admin that I had made, I can either give it a group or I can directly give it permission so that it can either add or not. This part relates to the Django administration. I can give it permission or not. Of course, here we can give and define the permissions. All the things that we can do here, we can also do through our view system. That is the view file that does all the processes. We can use codes to give permissions and make groups, add the user to the group, delete him from group, find his permissions, see what kind of permissions he has, etc., etc. And when we reach the user classification, we will discuss the permission topic more. Here I just wanted to have a brief reminder so that you know automatically 4 permissions are made for our app whenever we make a new one, and you will be able to use those 4 permissions.